The third video for, is it the third or the fourth? The fourth video for today, for day 4, is planning your first project. Okay, so that's it, planning your first project. So what is your first project? That is going to be the first question. What do you want to be your first project? Can you see me clearly? Let me adjust the lights. Okay. Look at my face. So what is your first project? What do you want to be your first project? Is it bracelets, ankle, what? A bag, a purse, whatever. What is your first project? That's the first thing you are going to think of. So when you think of what you want to create, then so we have seven tips here for planning your, and I've already started mentioning one before I picked up my notebook. So the first thing is you should decide what you want. Is it bracelets, is it a bag, is it whatsoever thing. So you just have to first decide it. Decide this is what I want to create, and make sure whatsoever thing you create, make sure you wear it. I think this, oh my god, can you see it? This is my first project. You can see it's been ages. And when I made it, it was bigger than this. You see, and it is not elastic, it is just this. That is when I started beading, and I have been wearing, that means I've literally worn this for more than 10 years. I've literally worn this for more than 10 years. Sometimes I wear it, then I look for a way to like squeeze it out of my hand. That is why it is like this. But it is my first work, and I'm the one using it. So if you want the whole work to be more rewarding, if you want it to be more pleasing, if you want it to be more like just rewarding, you should make sure you wear it, or you gift it out to somebody who would wear it. You understand, right? So if it is a bracelet, you can wear it like the way I'm wearing my own. And it is not something you can collect from me. See, it is not elastic. It was made with fishing line that they're supposed to use for bag. This one is elastic. Anybody can collect this one. I don't mind. You can collect this one, but this one, to take it off my hand, is going to cost you your time and stress. So I wear this. You always see this with me. So this is my first project. So this is me rewarding it to myself. This is me like rooting for myself. This is me encouraging myself that if I can do something like this, I can do even better stuff. So that is the number one thing under planning your project. I want to be emotional. I want to be emotional because I'm flashing back to when I just started bead making. So I don't worry, I'm fine. So the second thing is that you have to choose your beads. During that time, these are the beads I didn't really have much. There was another green purse I made. So during that time, I didn't really have much, and I just had a little. And during that time, there was another green purse I made. That purse is still in the village. So you have to choose your beads. It could even cost you maybe 500, 1,000, because things are expensive now. Then they used to sell a pack of bead. Was it for 15 naira or 100 naira? And it would be much. I used 100 naira pack to make a bag, a complete bag. Then since it's okay. So after choosing your bead, you have to gather your tools. What are the things you need to make that bead? If you are making a necklace, you have to gather your hook and all that, your plier and all that. But if you are making something as simple as my own, you just need your bead and your fishing line, and that is it. So you have to plan your design. Mine was little, there was nothing there, so there was nothing to plan. So for your own, you could, if it is a bag, you have to start by drawing your pattern. Don't forget that. So if it is, even you can design your necklace, your all that. So you have to like plan the design, how you want it to be, the hooks and all that. So the fifth one is start beading. Yeah, start putting everything together. Even if you make mistake, you can correct it as time goes on. For my first beaded bag, I made a mistake and I left it like that. Till date, it is still like that. The second bag I made, I sold it for 400 naira. that was even that was even less than the amount I used in buying the beads. But I sold it for 400 naira and the person is still owing me money. So that is your early stage, that is your early beginning. So things are bound to be like that, okay? So but I'm so proud of myself. That bead, if the person took very care of it, that bead will still exist, okay? That should be 12 years or 13 years. That bead will still be there because I can still remember everything as if it happened yesterday, and it is making me emotional. So the sixth one is just secure, finish, do the trimming, the cutting, whatever thing you want to do, okay? And the last one is celebrate your first piece. Celebrate it, wear it with pride, price it with pride, sell it with pride, give it out with pride. Whatever thing you are doing, do it. Like, take pictures. You can even start a little journal. You can even talk about it on your blog. You can talk about it anywhere. Remember, before you were able to make that, you studied, you learned, you went through a process, and while you were making it, you must have encountered mistakes and all that. But at the end of it, it is yours. It is your own. So wear it with pride, okay? So that is all for this video. That is all for this particular video. And Jamilat, if you are coming across this channel for the first time, join the family, subscribe, and welcome. I love you. See you on the next one.